Alright guys, so again, I said I was going to do this. We're going to go more in depth into this Gohan celebration, speculate what could and will not, come. So again, we're looking at the JP1. We're always going to be using the JP1 as reference because again, everything comes first on JP than it does on Global. So again, we've already been over Gohan again, but I will go over him shortly, kind of talk about where this guy is going to be really impressive, where he's going to be really good, and basically everything about him in general. So, kind of jumping into the second banner unit is going to be Supreme Kai and Kibito. Now, this Supreme Kai and Kibito is a very, very good card, and again, that's an understatement because again, these guys are just absolutely ridiculous with everything that they do. So first of all, they lead Potara 4 key, 100% to stats, so again, not a bad leader skill, but I would have preferred, the traditional 3 key, 120%. And then again, Potara doesn't need a new leader, dude. There's like hundreds of Potara leaders. And then their super attack, Godly Binding Fist, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, so that is a 50% raise for 1 turn, and causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy, and that is a 50% chance for 2 turns. So again, already, this is a very, very impressive unit. Because again, they're raising their defense by 50%, and they've got a 50% chance to stun for 2 turns, which is a very, very good ability. Again, those 2 abilities combined immediately make this unit super good. Because again, you're raising your defense, and you're having a high chance to stun, which is 50%. So again, already, very godly unit. And then, adding to that, they get 2 key and 120% attack and defense. Now, the reason why that's super good, many of you might, wonder, is because again, just based off their super attack effects, if they literally only had the 2 key 120% and they only had their super attack, like nothing else in their passive, they would have easily been one of the best banner units in the game. Why? Because they've almost got 10k defense, they got 120% defensive stat at the start of turn, so they're easily going to be at like what, 100k, and then they greatly raise their defense for 1 turn, so they're going to be at around maybe 150k, and then they have a high chance of stunning the enemy. Now already you guys can begin to think, guess what, where this guy's going to be really good is going to be Super Battle Road, as well as Extreme Super Battle Road, which currently right now on Global we only have the original 10, the OG 10, the category ones. Well, no, not the category ones, but the typing ones, so like Super Int, Extreme Int, all that. Again, this unit is going to be very, very good in those types of runs, and he's going to be very good in the OG category stages, like again, Potara and Realm of Gods, and what else is he on? Majin Buu Saga. He's going to be good on Joined Forces. I don't know if Joined Forces has a Super Battle Road stage yet. It might not, because again, the only leader for Joined Forces are like the LR Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta and Kaon Caulifla. So I don't know if this one has a stage, but again, if they have a stage, this guy is a must run for that team. And then adding to that, they have attacked enemies attacking defense minus 30% for 2 turns. Oh, so that's another great thing for Super Battle Road right there. Again, they basically have the STR Omega Shenron effect where they lower their attack, but of course it's only for 2 turns, which is unfortunate. But again, that's still really good. Like I don't mean to like downplay this unit by being like oh, it's bad that they lower it for only 2 turns. No, that's great, because again, in Extreme Super Battle Road, you don't usually get to the 3rd turn. High chance of evading enemies' attacks. So again, they even have a dodge chance on top of their defensive raising. They're stunning. They're solid, attacking defense at the start of turn. They're lowering enemies' attacking defense. And, just to add a little bit more to it, they also recover HP. So again, they're not going to be taking damage, they're going to be stunning, they're going to be dodging, and they're going to be lowering attack and defense, and even with all of that, they're going to be recovering HP. Oh, and by the way, you can use their active skill turn 1, so, just a casual, turn 1 active skill into a godly Kibito Kai unit. Now, this Kibito Kai unit, depending on the situation, is someone that you want to use and someone that you don't. Again, which is why I love this unit, because if you've seen any Super Battle Road runs that that DeTruth has done over on his channel, which by the way, huge shout out to DeTruth. I love watching his videos, and I know I say that all the time, but I really do. You guys should totally check him out. If you guys have seen any of his videos, he's used this guy a lot in his no item runs, like a lot of times, because again, this guy does so much stuff. Like I said before, HP recovering, stunning, dodging, lowering attack and defense. This guy does everything. And now once he fuses into Kibito Kai, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and he seals. Now, of course, people might think, hey, you know what? Well, that's a downgrade. Now he only seals. Well, there's a catch to it. In his passive, he gets 3 key 150% attack and defense. So again, he gets an even greater attack and defense boost. Again, with his pretty decent, stats down here. So again, he's going to be hitting decently hard as well as defending, and then he's raising it already. So again, he's going to be able to tank. And then all enemies attack and defense minus 20%. So again, the difference being that this is activated, whether it be 5, 7, 8 turns, the enemy's attack and defense will always be lowered by 20%. And then stuns the attacked enemy for 2 turns once only. So again, once you fuse into Kibito Kai, you do get a guaranteed stun, but it's only for 2 turns. So these two kind of switch, where it's like, this was only for 2 turns, and this was like a 50% chance on the super attack. This turns into a guaranteed stun, but only for 2 turns, and this just becomes, like a permanent thing. But again, it's only 20%, and then he still recovers HP. So again, great unit. If you guys pull this Kibito Kai, you guys are not gonna be, mad about it. This guy is absolutely amazing. And next to the celebration as well. So again, I did cover Gohan. I'll kind of talk a little bit more about him later. We just went over Kibito and Supreme Kai. Now we're going to talk about the Awakening Force West Supreme Kai. Now this West Supreme Kai, kind of like Topo, is a great Realm of Gods category support type unit. Again, she's really, really good. I know I say really, really good, but again, they've been doing a phenomenal job with these Awakenings so far. Taking old units that before didn't really have a purpose. Like this West Kai before, she was decent for sure, but she wasn't someone that you would run at all. Now she's a unit that you would run both as a support and as a unit that you would, take into maybe the Legendary Goku event, for example. Like, she's someone who can, tank in that event. Now, she leads Realm of Gods similar to Kibito Kai, 4 key, 100% to stats. Again, there's hundreds of Realm of Gods leaders now, so personally, I think they should have given her maybe a Majin Buu Saga category leader, And then on super attack, she also greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. So again, great super attack effect right there. Because again, defensive raising by 50% is always going to be super good. She's AGL, so she automatically has 5 to her additional in the hidden potential system. You give her full additionals, you can get her to 20 additional. She's going to have a really good chance of, double supering, double defensive stack. And then she gets 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. Again, really, really, really solid. Because again, she's got like 10k defense, so her defense is going to be at around maybe 90, 100k. She guards all attacks within the same turn after receiving an attack. So again, she can get bodied, again, if you put her in the first slot and the first attack is a super attack. But if the first one isn't a super attack and, they hit her, she's going to have that guard active. So again, besides the raising the attack and defense for 1 turn, getting that really good 100% attack and defense at the start of turn, she's going to be guarding, which is going to be really good. And we all know how crazy Tech Ultimate Gohan is with this guard. So again, this West Kai is going to be a really, really good unit. And then she's a Realm of Gods category support type unit of 40% attack and defense, kind of like God Topo. So again, someone who's going to be a phenomenal support type unit. And then she gives them a 10% chance of performing a critical hit. So personally, I would have maybe liked to see this be maybe an HP recovery would have been a really nice thing instead of the crit chance. But again, that's still a really good thing. So again, this West Supreme Kai, once she awakens, really, really great unit. She does a lot, support type, guarding, raising her attack and defense. A really, really solid unit overall. And then looking at it, again, actually, no, I'll just talk about Gohan right now. So again, I already did talk about Gohan, everything he does. He greatly stacks attack and defense, which is really, really good because, again, it's a 50%, increase to his defense. So, I'll just give you guys another example. 50k. Let's say he starts at 50k, which, by the way, he's not, because again, he has 140% attacking defense. Let's just say he starts out at 50k. He super attacks, raises that by 50%. He's at 75k. Boom, super attacks the next turn again, raises that by half, which, just for the sake of me not wanting, actually no, it's 35. Just for the sake of me not wanting to do math, let's just make it 35. You know, lowball it, because again, at 75, it's going to be like 37 point something, and I don't want to do that. But he's going to say 35, you know. Add that to 75, he's going to be at 110, you know, and then half of that is going to be 55. So then you add that to his 110k, he's going to be at 100 and what, like 65, you know, and then that's just going to keep building and building and building and building until, you know, basically he's untouchable. But you know, a realistic setup for him would be 100k defense at the start of turn, because again, 140% attacking defense, and with that kind of defensive stat, he's going to be at 100k. 100k, boom, 150, 150, he's going to be at 225. Just after 2 super attacks, he's going to be at 225k defense, and he's also guarding, by the way. So, yeah, this Gohan's not going to be taking damage, and I know I've said that a lot of times, but it's true, this Gohan's not taking damage, and because of that, he literally becomes the best unit in the game. Also, he hits really hard, because again, he gets another attack buff when he gets hit, so, you know, just a casual, you know, guarding, insane defense, also insane attack, so he's going to be really good. And then once he gets into Ultimate Gohan, I mean, it's over, because again, he retains the defense that he stacked in his teen form, so kind of like Bardock and Piccolo. You know, you get a couple supers with them, and then you transform. You know, you're at basically like 300, 400k defense with, like, say, Gohan. But honestly, because Gohan greatly stacks it, you're going to be at like 600, 500k. I mean, you know, it's just, he's so good, because again, he then boosts that by 158%, because he gets 158% attack and defense. He still guards, and then he gets a permanent 58% attack buff when he gets hit once, and then he's effective against all types when facing one enemy and their HP is 58% or more, or if it's a Majin Buu Saga category enemy. So again, in Majin Buu Saga category Super Battle Road, he's absolutely going to demolish. And then I would say his links get much better after he transforms, because before, he's not really going to link really well with, say, like other Goku or maybe even other Gohan units. But I would say once he turns into Ultimate Gohan, he's able to link much better, because again, he'll have things like Shocking Speed, you know, and like Fierce Battle to help him out. Oh, I apologize for that cough. Oh, Lord. The ash is getting to me, dude. I swear. Okay, so anyways, again, I know, like, many people don't want to say it, but, like, Gohan is better than Cooler, he's better than Bardock, he's better than Beerus, he's better than any other TOR in the game. That's why he's literally the best TOR in the game once he releases here on Global. Another unit we have to talk about. It's the free-to-play Great Saiyaman 2/1. I believe this Great Saiyaman unit is from the Wrath of the Dragon movie, I believe. It is with Hirudegan, you know, and Tapion. Hirudegan and Tapion. Which, by the way, I totally think we should get, you know, like a Dokkan Fest exclusive for Tapion, as well as like a Hirudegan card, because again, we haven't gotten, you know, a Hirudegan or a Tapion card in a while. The only other one I remember is like the AGL, like giant form one. But again, you know, that one is decent, but he's like kind of old now. So again, they lead Special Pose 3 key, 50% to stats. And their super attack Justice Eagle causes supreme damage and lowers attack. And then their passive Brilliant Leap, 80% attack and defense, medium chance of evading enemies' attacks. So what is that? That is a 25% chance. So again, not a really good chance. I would have preferred to maybe make it a 40% chance at least, or maybe a 30% chance, but you know, that's fine. And then attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns. So actually, that's actually a really nice effect right there. That's really decent. Because again, along with their 80% attack and defense, that's going to help them tank a little better, especially if it's like a super attack. And then their special pose category allies 2 key and 30% to stats. So again, overall, a really decent unit. You know, they have a small chance to dodge, decent attack and defense at the start of turn. They're lowering attack, and then they're a support type unit. Just a really good unit overall. Not someone I would say that you should rainbow. You know, not right now. Like, once we kind of see like how they work, like I can do a video on them, kind of see how they work, and if I feel like, yeah, they're worth the rainbow, then I'll go ahead and rainbow them. But for now, I would say just don't rainbow them just yet. And then their active skill, exchanges with Great Saiyaman 1, can be activated when facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or more starting from the 3rd turn. Okay, so basically you can just use this on the 3rd turn. And then links, they're missing a couple links. I think they're missing like maybe 1 or 2 links. Because, is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 7, never mind. So their leader skill, no, not leader skill, but their link skills are kind of wonky. Because things like patrol, not a whole lot of people have. Signature pose, not a lot of people have either. So, again, links might be a little rough with these guys. Links might be an issue with these guys. And then they're on Peppy Gals, another buff to that category, which is nice. Special pose, of course, we're going to get that when Go Tanks is released. So, actually, we might not even get this unit then. Because, again, they're introducing the special pose category. But Goten leads it, so they might introduce this category, you know, pretty early on because of this free-to-play unit, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. Earthlings, and so another buff to Earthlings, you know, another unit that you can use on there that's free-to-play. Movie Heroes, another good unit on Movie Heroes. So now we look at the exchange unit, which is just basically Gohan. Ooh, nice. So they raise super. So they raise attack and defense for 1 turn. What is that? A 30% defensive buff. So, again, really decent unit. Again, I would go full additionals for him if you decide to rainbow him. Because, again, that 30% defensive raise is going to be really nice. He gets 2 key, 100% attack and defense. So, really decent attack and defense. He's going to be starting out at, I would say, maybe at around maybe 70, 68k. And then he gets an additional attack and defense plus 30% when performing a super attack. So again, this activates when he super, so we cannot calculate that. Like, we can't see, oh, he's going to be at, you know, 100 and, yeah, just like maybe at 100k defense when he was at like 68. Again, this is going to be calculated separately, so we actually cannot see that. And then he gets an additional 10% attack and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 5% per special pose category ally on the team. So it appears that you do want to run this guy in the special pose category, again, because he's going to get, you know, a nice extra attack buff as well as a good chance to crit if he's on the special pose category team. His links, I would say, become a lot more better because he gets things like Shocking Speed and Z Fighters, which is really good. Brainiacs, I think, should have been maybe something like, no, not Shattering the Limit, but maybe something like Fierce Battle would have been nice. Or maybe even, you know, like Saiyan Warrior Race, because again, it is just a Gohan unit. Or maybe even Infighter would have been better. But again, you know, overall just a decent unit. A unit I would say that you should definitely run if you're free to play. Again, especially if you're going to be running the Earthlings category, I would say that this guy is not a must, but at the same time, I kind of want to say that because, again, you know, that raising attack and defense is really good. And then with all that they do, you know, 100% attack and defense, you know, that's really solid. And then that additional attack and defense, this unit is going to be really good. What else do we have to talk about? So, in this last part, I'll just kind of like speculate, because again, we kind of went over all the units that are, you know, most definitely going to be coming, because again, like, this is basically guaranteed that this is going to be coming. This is where we get a little iffy. They could release Super 17. Again, that is a possibility. But because of how Dokkan does things and that they like to keep things consistent, they might give us Super Saiyan 3 Tech Broly. And honestly, I think that makes a lot more sense because, again, Tech, and then, you know, Tech. Could they give us Buff Boo? I think that they could give us Buff Boo as well. Another unit I think they could give us along with Buff Boo is, see if we can find it, it's Physical Fat Boo. Yeah, this Fat Boo they could give us as long, not as long. They could also give us this Fat Boo along with the Tech Mantra Vegeta and Buff Boo. I could see them doing that and then have, you know, Tech Broly replace Super 17, but they also could give us Super 17. You know, personally, I do want Super 17 before Broly, but, you know, Dokkan usually likes to keep consistency, so they're probably going to put off his EZA until, like, the next celebration. And then a World Tournament. Again, I think this is super big because we'll finally be able to get Demon King Piccolo. I'm personally going to be, you know, really grinding that World Tournament because, again, I really, really want that Demon King Piccolo. And then, you know, of course, this is the worldwide download celebration that we're currently in, which is basically over at this point. But again, other things that could come is, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, see, Broly's EZA was, you know, during the December celebration, but I don't think that they'll do it during the December celebration. Like I said before, they might move it and, you know, replace 17. What else? There are a couple of EZAs. See, look, we could get this easy area, actually, too, with the celebration. Because, again, you know, all this stuff released, you know, way, way back then, you know, when they had, like, the Kefla celebration, you know, like, that. I mean, these guys could also get their easy area, for all I know. Again, there's a lot of things that could come with this, you know, Ultimate Gohan thing. Personally, I really want them to release this easy area first, because again, that'll give us the awakening and the EZA for this Final Form Frieza and this AGL Metal Cooler again, and then it's basically just prepping us for when they release, you know, the EZA for this LR Super Saiyan Tech Goku, the Prime Battle one. So again, for sure we're going to be getting, you know, awakening, new unit, obviously the Dokkan Fest, a new story event, great, because again, that gives you time to farm things like stones, you know, great for free-to-play players. I would expect maybe 1 or 2 EZAs, at the least just one, because I know for sure they're going to have to release an EZA, for sure. At least Buff Boo. And again, maybe Super 17. Again, we're hoping for Super 17, personally. I'm hoping for Super 17, but they're probably going to do Tech Broly. And then, hopefully, a World Tournament. I know many people don't like these, but again, we're going to be getting Demon King Piccolo for sure. So, you know, it's something that I'm looking forward to. Again, these two are a possibility. You know, they could just move these guys a little further down the road, kind of like release them when, you know, Dokkan's a little dry. But again, you know, we're going to be going through like back-to-back celebrations. You know, we're going to be getting this Ultimate Gohan celebration during October. Then we're going to be going into Golden Week for November. And then we're going to go into the December celebration. And then, you know, JP is going to be going into the 6th-year anniversary, and around like January, February are around those times, you know, like 6th-year anniversary is going to be teased. So again, these are very, very busy times here, and I have a ton of videos I got to do because, you know, throw in Genshin Impact that I'm going to be doing on my channel. You know, it's just a lot of things that we got to do, and a lot of things that are going to be coming over here too, both Global and JP. Because, you know, JP is going to be getting that Golden Frieza, so they'll probably get Golden Frieza when we get Ultimate Gohan. So anyways, guys, that is going to do for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.